Okay, I muted you, Paige. You're good. All right. So guys, the workout for today, it is going to be 2 circuits of 4 exercises. So 4 exercises, and I don't know if I'll be probably saying each exercise before we do them anyway. But if you'd want, you could write them down in case you forget the order. But yeah, 4 exercise circuit, 45 work, 15 rest. And so for some of these, there are single-sided exercises, like one side at a time or alternating sides. If it's a single-sided exercise, do 5 or so reps and then switch to the other side. So 5 on one side, switch 5 on the other side, going back and forth until the 45 seconds runs up. Since we can't really see when halfway is, we don't have the big overhead clock like we normally do. So every 5 reps, switch sides. Yeah, should be a good workout. So with that, we're gonna go through each one 3 times. So for each of the circuits, we'll go 45 work, 15 rest, and we'll go through 3 total rounds of that. Cool. All right, so let's get warmed up here. We are going to start off today doing our figure 4 stretch again. So I'm gonna kind of find a spot on the floor here, and we are going to do our figure 4 that's crossing our leg over, pulling it back, and stretching. It's actually pretty tight right now because it's super sore from yesterday. And switch. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done with those. Next one is going to be bird dog holds. So for these, we'll be on our hands and knees here, and we're gonna come up, hold for 5 seconds, and then switch, and we'll do 5 reps on each side. So in the bird dog position, and up and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. On knees, it's really helpful to also squeeze your core as you're doing it and switch. While your back's not arching, you're getting a little bit of core stabilization out of it. Switch. Really emphasize squeezing that glute as well. And switch. And switch. And switch. One more of these on each side. And switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and done with those. Good. All right, once we're done with those, side planks. We're gonna get onto our side here. 30 seconds on each side, ready? And up, hips up. You can raise that leg, elevate that leg, it'll work your hip a little bit more. Make it a little bit harder for our core, but yeah, working on warming up our core here, warming up our shoulders a little bit as well. Some of our stabilization muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right. Ready and up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done with those. Excellent. All right, now guys, we're going to do some A-frames. So we'll get in our position here. We are going to have one leg on the inside of our leg. We're going to rotate to the ceiling. We're going to do 10 of these on each side. I kind of feel it stretching my, right between my leg, right in my hip adductors. Also back. Kind of feel that squeeze in your shoulder as you're doing this to the back of your shoulder. And 10, excellent, done with those. Woo. All right, now we have around the world lunges. So we'll be lunging forward, to the side, back, and then back to the other side, and forward. We're gonna go around 3 times. So 6 different lunge positions, 3 different times. Good. Excellent. Nice job. All right, done with those. And now for our last one here, jump jack squats. We'll do 20 jump jack squats with the regression being jumping jacks. But a jump jack squat, we're going to be standing at the bottom. We're going to stop in an overhead squat and end here. So, all right, 20 of these. Definitely going to get the heart rate up. There we go. All right, nice. So in terms of exercises for our first round here, we are starting with explosive, either Bulgarian split squats or split squats. So Bulgarian split squats are just split squats with your back leg elevated. So I'll show you that. So for those, we will be here with our back foot up on either a chair, a couch, anything that's a little bit elevated. We're going to come down, oops, come down, and then explode up and come down as fast as you can. And you would switch after 5. That's gonna be pretty tough. A lot of emphasis on the quads on that one. If you don't have anything to elevate your foot up on, or your balance wouldn't allow that, or you can't really get a good amount of range of motion with that, the other option would be just a regular on the ground kind of some speed split squats, going as fast up as you can. If you can leave the ground, awesome. It could be a jumping split squat. If you're still stability level, just focusing on split squat form with getting your knee all the way down might be totally fine for you. So now let's do this. All right. So that's number 1. So explosive split squat. Second one, this is a totally new exercise, super great, called burpees. I don't know if have you ever heard of one of those before? So these, I'm just kidding. Here, down, out, and up, and doing step back varieties for anybody who needs to do step back varieties to protect their back. Get our heart rate up, continuing with that one. After that, we're going to give the heart a little bit of a rest, and we're going to do bird dog planks. So for those, that is just, we've done these before, so just over here, down in your plank. I don't know if you can see me. Everybody see me? I think you can. Okay, cool. So here, so I'm gonna reach my left arm out and my right leg up, woo, and then switching, alternating back and forth, just for that entirety of the time. For a regression for that, you can do a foot marching version of that, where you're planking, just alternating, like elevating your foot. So you'd be kind of in your plank and alternating your legs up. I'm showing this straight up, but you'd be on the ground for that. And then for the final one, the bear. So this is kind of like an isometric hold, targeting the abs. It's basically like a slider knee tuck, except you're not moving anywhere. So for these up here from the side, we're going to be down, kind of on our hands and knees here. Our knees are going to be directly below our hips, and we're going to squeeze our hands and our toes towards each other. So I'm not moving, but I'm basically pulling downward with my hands and pulling inward, trying to like isometrically tuck my knees for those. And when you do that, your core immediately tightens up, and we're going to be holding that for 45 seconds work, 25 seconds rest. So once again, not a super tough one for your heart rate, but definitely a challenging core exercise. What else do I want to say? For regressions for that one, if you want to do any version of a plank, that's totally fine. I know at this point our core is probably going to be toast. It's 2 core exercises back to back. So feel free to regress it like that. Or I mean, with bears, like you can basically just rest by not pulling in or tucking your knees as hard. So for you, that might be kind of the alternative, getting like maybe 10 hard seconds of squeezing, having your core rest, a couple more hard seconds of squeezing, like that. And that could be another really awesome alternative for that one. So I'm just going to repeat them once again. So for these, first one being explosive split squat. So explosive split squat number 1, or regular, Bulgarian split squat explosively. So split squat, burpees, bird dog plank, the bear. Okay, so 4. So you can write them down, otherwise I'm going to be saying them as we go through them, but I'm going to get our timer started here and we'll kick this off. I don't know why I'm already sweating. All right. So guys, we are going to start here in 10. So it'll be 12 rounds of this. All right. All right. Starting off here with our explosive split squats. Let's go. All right. Halfway.
Three, two, one, rest.
Nice job. All right, burpees, guys.
3, 2, 1, go.
We lived fast, we were so wild and reckless. All we had was time. Now we drive fast to the sound of the sirens. The spark is gone in your eyes. I was blind, didn't see you were hurting, but all this time you tried. So stay with me, we can fight through the darkness. I'll be right here tonight.
3, 2, 1, rest. Three, two, one, go.
I'll hold you close. I'll be counting seconds. Now all we need is time. I wanna say those things that I never told you. So don't leave me behind. Don't you even think about getting up on me now. Don't you even think about walking out of my life. Everything I do, I do it for you. I need you to say tonight. Don't give up on me now. Don't give up on me now. You and me, both know we're liars, and we start each other's fires. We just know that
Go.
we're alright. Even though we kicked out the party, cause we both hate everybody. We're the ones they wanna be
All
like.
right, guys, the banner.
So don't let me down. Keep me in trouble. Born to be wild. Out in the
3, 2, 1, rest. Three, two, one, go.
Can never come too close for comfort. I had to cut my bitch off, she being stubborn. I make it known I fuck with you, not undercover. And when I jump in, I'm burning rubber. Iced out vibe, didn't go to college. Price tag rock, and then you on the block. Don't say sorry, everyone's watching. When you wear I am, everything's time. And I don't wanna be somebody.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Can you put the music away from
Three,
the phone?
2,
I can
1,
only hear the phone.
go.
I can only hear the music. I can't hear you.
Okay, hey Jane, could you? Go. In 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Rest.
All right. Next, we are doing bird dog planks. Bird dog planks.
3, 2, 1. Go. Three.
There you go. 3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Done. All right, guys. Next, we have bear. The bear.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Squeeze the core. Almost there. 5, 4, 3,
3, 2,
2.
1. Rest.
All right. One more round. Starting with our split squats again. Let's get it.
3, 2, 1. Go. Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Nice, some of those. Rest. Now we got burpees.
3,
Here we go.
2, 1. Go. Three, 2, 1. Rest.
All right. Our part's over. Now, Spider-Man, or sorry, bird dog planks.
3, 2, 1. Go.
You got me, I got you. I feel the sun on your skin, feel the love sinking in. Said, babe, what we waiting for? Ain't no place I'd rather be. I got you, you got me. It's going on, I swear.
There you go. Go to hip level. Get butt down, butt level. Five, 4, 3,
2, 1. Rest.
All right, last one of this first circuit here. Get these bears to finish it off.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Squeeze those hands in with everything you got, whatever you have left in you. Fifteen more seconds. Ten, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, awesome job, guys. Grab a drink super quick. I'll explain to us our second circuit while we're resting here. All right. Whew. All right, I'm sweaty. Okay. First one of our next circuit is an explosive lateral lunge with a kick. All right, the kick is extra. The kick is like power level. And I'll show you what that is. All right. I think everybody can see me. Get this man out of the way. All right. So lateral lunge with a kick. So for these, from here, lunging, explode, cross body kick, and then go down to that one. All right. So like I was saying, the kick is extra. So if you are not going to be doing that kick, plunging down, exploding up. So just dropping down into it quick, exploding up as you're doing it. Or the final kind of stability option for that is just going to be a lateral squat, which is the same style of motion, except you're keeping that other foot on the ground. All right. And so with that like the others, yep, yeah, good. And if you find yourself losing your balance too much, just go. I mean, it's one of those things where be smart about it. If you feel like you're losing out on the workout because of trying to do the power level, go down to the strength of it, and it'll still crush you. It's so hard still. That's great. The second one here is called a squeeze push-up. So I love these. These are one of my favorite versions of push-ups. This is essentially, think of it almost like you think of the bear, in the sense that you are going to be like so imagine the camera is the ground. I'm up in my push-up position, and my hands are on the floor, squeezing inward. So they're not moving because I have the friction from the floor, but I'm squeezing in, even though they're not going to move. Even my hands are moving now, but they won't because I'm on the floor. And as you're coming down and as you're coming up, you're squeezing together the entire way. So you're squeezing yourself off the floor. Okay, so because you're doing that, that's going to help activate your chest muscles a little bit more and make it a little bit more effective in terms of like getting that mind-muscle connection between your head and your chest. So with that, they're a little bit harder because of that. So if you need to regress these, that's totally fine. But they just look like regular push-ups. So for these, you're here in your push-up position and you're coming down, squeezing yourself off the floor. Squeeze. So yeah, as I'm pushing up, kind of that squeezing in and pushing away. If my hands were on sliders, they would kind of come together when I'm doing it. But since I don't have sliders, they just kind of stay in place. But I get a lot more chest work. So with that, like regress it to a kneeling version if you need to, if that's too hard. Or also if you have like a couch or something that's elevated, you can do kind of like an elevated version of them, just like that, where you're, here and doing something like that as well. Make sure wherever you do it off of it's safe. So that's number 2. So starting, we start with our lateral lunges, then we do our squeeze push-ups. Now we have sit-outs after that. So sit-outs is a core exercise. We're gonna be in our position to start. We're going to open up, kind of kick through, if you can, touching your foot, and then going side to side with this. Regressing this is, it just kind of looks like kicking through and not touching your foot. All right. And then, kind of the most regressed version of this is just kind of bringing a knee through and not like kicking through or anything like that, but still supporting yourself. Okay. An alternative for even that would just be like kind of like an alternating push-up position thing where you're in your push-up, leaving both your feet on the ground, going like this, or even from kneeling. This would work as well. So that's kind of like the range of regressions that I'm going to have you guys do for that. Whew. So that's going to be, you're going to be feeling that one because you're just getting out of those push-ups, I know. So then after that, lateral duck walks to finish it off. So a lateral duck walks, we're literally just holding our squat. So, and basically taking a tiny step, mini squat, tiny step, mini squat, and just going. So it's basically like you're at the bottom part of your squat motion. You're coming up a tiny bit to step over, and then squatting down when both your feet kind of get under you again. And then going back when you go to the edge of your screen so I can make sure you're doing it, because they will burn and you'll not want to do it. Things to avoid, make sure you're not doing them like this with your back flat. We want to be nice and upright. I want to see everybody's eyes in the cameras. I know these are I know these are tough ones. Once you keep going, they really easy to want to straighten those legs out, but keep them bent, work those quads, kind of like a conditioner for those. But all right, let's kick this thing off. So I'm just going to read out the order again. So explosive lateral lunge, squeeze push-up, sit-outs, and lateral duck walks. Okay, and I'll be shouting them out as we go too. All right. So we are going to start here in 10 with those explosive lateral lunges with a kick for power level and without a kick for everybody else.
3, 2, 1, go.
Switch after you've done 5. Switch through 5. Switch side.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Good, rest. All right. Second, we got our squeeze push-ups.
Three, 2, 1, go.
Squeeze those hands together. Really focus on feeling the chest muscles working this. Almost there. 5, 4, 3,
2, 1, rest.
Yeah. Really good. All right, guys. Sit-outs now. Sit-outs.
3, 2, 1, go.
Halfway. Keep it up, guys.
Three, two, one. Rest.
And nice. All right, guys. Next, we got our lateral duck walks. If you're not feeling them, you
Three,
can just do like
two,
kind of a pulsing squat hold as well.
go.
Good job. Good job. Good form, Dave. Excellent. Good work, everybody. Looking good. Yes, excellent job, guys. Think posture with that back. Kind of squeezing those shoulder blades together. Almost there. 3, 2,
One.
1.
Rest.
All right, that's one round through. Going back to our lateral lunges with a kick, or just lateral lunges explosively. All right.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Almost there.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right. Squeeze push-ups.
3, 2, 1. Go.
So making sure those elbows are tighter to your sides, not having them out wide. Halfway.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Excellent. Shake out those arms. Get ready for our sit-ups. All right, good.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Down seconds. Three. There you go.
1. Rest.
All right, got lateral duck walks.
3,
All right, let's get them.
2, 1.
Awesome posture. Here we go.
You like to drink, like to smoke, to take away the pain. I don't remember all the mistakes and every high alone, but no one.
Good job.
Not alright, not alright.
Yep, fight to keep those legs, man. Start to burn. Fight through the burn, fight through the burn. Almost there.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, guys, awesome. One more round. All right, lateral into the kick.
3, 2, 1. Go. Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Yes. Good job, guys. All right, squeeze push-ups here. Woo. All right, let's get them.
3, 2, 1. Go. You like to drink,
Almost there, halfway. Here we go. Almost there. 4, 3.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Excellent job. All right. All right, guys. Sit out here. Get them.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Your heart will take away.
Make sure you're keeping your hips level as you come back in your push-up position. Make sure you're leveling out every time. It's a little easy to stick your butt in the air, really try to keep it low. That's the 10.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, lateral top blocks.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Great, keep it up. Here we go. 20 seconds. Are they waving? They're waving. Oh, you're waving too. Good. Good girl. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Done.
Good job, everybody. That's it.
Hi,
That's the whole
Isabel.
thing. All right, I'm trying to use the camera.
I didn't have my glasses on.
All right, let's cool down a little bit. I had a little weighted help from my daughter at the end. Highly recommend doing stuff like that. So much harder. Well, great job, guys. All right, I would highly recommend just doing some kind of basic squat stretch, or like lunge, or sorry, quad stretch, where you're kind of just pulling your leg back, touching your butt with it. So pulling back like that. We're gonna hold for like 30-ish seconds. Woo! Pulling over the top. Oh my gosh. I think we're getting this all on recording. All right. Breathing, letting it loosen up. Awesome. And switch. And these, they're also made harder if you kind of push your hip forward as you're doing these. Excellent. All right, after that, have us kind of get a wider stance. Just stretch those hamstrings out. Coming side to side, let them loosen up a little bit. Ooh. What was the hardest one? Hardest part of the workout?
Burpees.
Burpee, what? I for some reason didn't feel like the burpees were the hardest part. I think the bird dog planks were the hardest for me. I think it's like after I got my heart rate up in the burpees, I felt it the most during the bird dog planks. And I think we had that one weird round where my phone didn't have the buzzer go off, so we did it for probably like a minute and 15 seconds. All right, good with that one. Next one's gonna be like one of these. I'm pretty sure it's like a yoga pose, but I don't really know yoga. So what you're gonna be here, we're just gonna pull up like this, trying to get a stretch in our glute. So pulling it up, feeling that stretch in your hip and your glute. Just gonna hold that. There we go. We can ask Brittany what this is called on Saturday. I think it's called a leg cradle, but not sure what the official yoga term for that is. All right, switch. There we go. There we go. And done. If you guys want to do anything to stretch out your chest, it would maybe be getting into like a door frame here, kind of stretching your arm backward. So getting it stretched back like that. I usually come up to a door frame, kind of just walk through and have it stretch it out. That would be awesome because of the squeeze push-ups to kind of help loosen things up. So get them here and then stretch back in a door frame. Those are great. You know me, they're straight armed or like this. Both are good ways. Here you go. Well, guys, awesome work today.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stop the recording, but we can still hang on here and talk if we want to. But awesome job.
Thanks, Cole. I gotta hit
You
the
bet.
shower. I gotta go to work.